Cheers.
Cheers.
Ready?
We didn't even click.
Ooh.
There we go.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Chelsea Briggs here, coming to you from Mixology 101 LA, joined by Mr. Harry Shum Jr.
Yes, it's a nice day, eh?
It is. It smells good in here, too.
Yeah, good to be here.
And we were laughing because the last interview we did together was about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was on a rooftop, and we played Twister.
We played Twister. Who won?
I was thinking that I might have, but I could have just made that up in my head.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at Twister. But that was a hard one.
That was a hard one.
Literally,
yeah.
It was like reach over. That's not even flexibility. It's impossible.
Yeah, it was not in our favor, that Twister game.
You won. Fine, I'll give that to you.
Fake Off.
Yes.
New show.
Yes, new show.
Judging it.
Judging on TruTV.
Yeah.
And first of all, a lot of people want to know what Fake Off is.
Tell us.
We look at, we're also not just recreating something that you've seen before, but recreating and reimagining the word fake. Fake, people think something different, like fake is bad, you don't want to be a fake, but this we're reimagining it and saying fake is like an illusion. It's a good thing. It's something that you've seen Michael Jackson do the moonwalk, as opposed to seeing someone on the moon walking. He reimagined and recreated something like the moonwalk, which is the backslide. And what Fake Off is a fake is reimagining a pop culture moment into an incredible performance.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Some of the things that happened. What was like the time your mind was most blown?
There was one a particular performance, team called Wilshire Blvd, and their theme that they were given was Titanic. And they took this body mapping, this projection screen that had this huge Titanic in the back, and they did this beautiful dance that when they moved, the whole screen moved with it, so it looked like the Titanic was sinking. And it was a beautiful story that was being told too. So you have those incredible moments, and you have like mimers that are reimagining the Super Bowl, but in a very cool way. And that's what's exciting about this show. It's just very different than whatever has been on television.
I was going to say that it's such a different concept. We've never seen anything like this. What do you think it is? Why do you think audiences are just going to love it?
What's fresh and it's new and it's fake and amazing.
Oh, I see what you did there.
See what I did there? Everyone has seen dancers or seen like shadow puppetry that they've been doing in Japan that's been so great. Now you get to see it done with these pop culture themes that you can relate to. And I think that's what's interesting, and the whole family can watch it.
Definitely. It's such a cool judging panel. I mean, you have Chili from TLC and Michael.
I love Michael. This judging panel, it's very diverse, and you get a lot of different feedback and judging critiques from us.
I bet you learn something from them.
Oh, I learn every day. Every time we judge, I feel like I'm giving a lot of good advice to the performers. But once they start talking, it's a whole different experience. And I think that's what's special about the show.
Obviously, judging's a new thing for you. Did you have a different set of nerves going into this?
I judge people every day. I judge myself every day.
Mr. Judgmental over here.
Mr. Judgmental. No. What was amazing is that we get to judge, not just judge, but also help the performers.
Yeah.
For me, it was using all the experiences that I've had, whether it be Glee or Dancing with Beyonce or doing iPod commercials, because movement is the interconnecting tool for all of them. They're not just dancers; they're movers in some way or another. And judging that has been an incredible experience because it's not just dance.
Yeah.
And I get to judge
all your expertise.
Yeah, on how they move, and it has that help them tell the story, or did they wow us?
Yeah.
You know, so it's great.
I want to talk to you too about Glee season 6. Last season. Is that like a bittersweet thing for you?
Last season, yeah. I'm hoping to get in. I've been in New Zealand for 4 months shooting a film, and so now I'm getting into it. Hopefully I can get back and get in a couple episodes.
I was going to ask, any guest appearances? Fans want to know.
Hopefully, yeah. It's not concrete, but hopefully the schedule works out. And I would love to say goodbye to Mike Chang.
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy.
6
Mike
seasons.
Chang, I love Mike Chang.
Looking back on like the first season, is it crazy to think that it's come this far? Like, did you ever think that?
It is. You know that there's going to be an ending to everything. But when it finally comes, you almost don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's like it's this goodbye, but it's amazing because you get to look back at this incredible journey that that we've all been on with the fans and with the cast members. So it's a bittersweet moment, and then it's so sad because it was such a great part of my life.
Yeah, are you gonna shed a tear or two?
Oh, definitely shed a tear. Mike Chang will cry, and Harry Shum Jr. will cry.
What's been your favorite episode so far? I'm curious. Like first one, I know that's probably like a horribly hard question, but first one that comes to mind.
I think the pilot. I wasn't in the pilot, and just I remember watching and feeling something incredibly special. And that's amazing because I wasn't even a part of it, and seeing that I was like, oh, I get to be a part of that.
Yeah.
It was an incredible feeling because I'm sure the cast members like Leah and Chris, and they've been there since the very beginning, so they knew what that felt like. But I think it was special to be a fan of the show before getting on it, and also being in it is two different dimensions that
So
I get
cool.
to enjoy.
Well, how about your biggest lesson you've learned from being on Glee?
Anything is possible.
Ooh, I like that.
Anything is possible.
Okay.
Just being on the show is possible, and also the stuff that we accomplish in 1 week.
The guest stars you have on that show.
Yeah, the guest stars that Ryan Murphy was able to get, and being on tour, just things that I never thought were possible being on the show.
Awesome. And obviously, speaking of working with everyone, I feel like in Hollywood, who's someone that you haven't worked with yet that you would love to work with?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's just.
You guys kind of remind me of each other. You have similar.
I think that's why I just want to be friends with him.
Yeah.
I just feel like we'd get to riff and sit there, and just talk about cool stuff. And Matt Damon, I love. Good Will Hunting is what made me want to become an actor, and watching that process of someone who just wrote a script and said like, hey,
Let's do
I want
it.
to be in it, and
Yeah.
it happened.
You just did a movie with Martin Scorsese. He produced it, right?
Yes, Martin Scorsese produced
Like,
it.
that's huge.
Andrew Lau directed, and Andrew Liu, and yeah, it's a true story. It's called Revenge of the Green Dragons. It's actually out on limited release right now in New York and LA. So people go check it out.
Check it out.
And hopefully it rolls out nationwide. And I got to play this character that very unlike Mike Chang, I would have to say. I don't sing and dance, and it was diving into that was very different because he was not a good guy. You know? I didn't want to judge him.
Gang
in that
member,
character.
right?
He's a
Head of a
leader
gang.
of a gang.
Yeah.
Doing these atrocious things, but for him, there's a reason for it because he wanted to pursue this what he thought was the American dream, and his version of the American dream. And I got to play this character that was a master manipulator.
What was it like being on set? For that you said it is much darker than Glee, and
it's definitely much darker. We're still human at the end of the day, but separating our personalities. I'm just a fun, lucky. Hey, let's do this. And then when you get into that moment, it's completely just playing that poker face with that. And there's a lot of extreme things that happen. The crazy thing is like these aren't fabricated moments that we're trying to create. It's recreation of a true story of a New Yorker article.
So it's pressure, I'm sure.
It's real. From my purpose, I just wanted to recreate something that was mine, but also very truthful to what the story was.
Definitely. You're a busy guy. Do you ever sleep?
I love sleep. I find my way sleeping somewhere. To me, this is part of sleeping in the sense that it's good for you, and I love working, so I'll try and find that balance later in life.
It's exciting. Well, we're excited about Fake Off. Is there anything else coming up that you want to talk about, that you want to tell us about?
Fake Off, 10 o'clock on Mondays on TruTV. And also Revenge of the Green Dragons out in theaters.
Look at you. And also.
Yeah. But check it out. It's a great faking time.
I love that. Fakin' awesome.
Just use that. Fakin' awesome. There you go. Hey, I am Harry Shum Jr., and you are watching Hollywire TV. Yes, you are. Hollywire.